of this video is for you to understand how to set up the BeautyTeck for the first time. This is quite important. We have made a web page on the BeautyTeck.com website where we show you step by step how to set it up correctly. But the problem that we had is that people haven't actually, some people haven't read it and they became frustrated. So we're making this video also for you to actually see how it is easy to how easy it is to set it up. So you don't need to read that particular web page or the manual, but we do still recommend that you read them. And particularly in the BeautyTeck.com website, there is a web page showing you exactly what to do step by step, so you cannot get it wrong. So, but in this case, we're just going to jump and show you how to set up the BeautyTeck for the first time. So we have the setting there, and we are charging it at the moment. So what happens is while the batteries are charging, then this the one lights are flashing, and that means that the batteries are still charging. When they're full, the three lights remain completely solid. If you have this type of battery charger, which we also recommend, it's quite good. Sometimes, if one of the batteries have failed, the three lights flash at the same time. So that is an indication that you have to discard that particular battery. So we're going to go ahead and pretend they're completely fully charged. It's good for our exercise anyway, so you have to only see how to set up the unit. So we're going to go ahead, and by the way, this is the white or yellow. I mean, sometimes you have the yellow, sometimes you have the white. This is the white dummy battery. It's a short circuit, so this does nothing other than short circuiting, other than a short circuit. So remember that. So we're going to show you the three battery configuration. So we're going to place one battery in there, the blue battery, and then the dummy battery in there, and another blue battery. Respect the polarity is shown on the unit itself, so you cannot get it wrong. And what you do then, you place the holder in the unit, and that's it. So we're almost ready to set it up, but we would like to talk about a particular thing, which is the how this particular battery is very different to what is inside the remote control. So what you get in the remote control is the standard AAA batteries. The dimensions of these two types of batteries are the same, but the voltage is not the same. So in here is a 1.5 volt, which is standard throughout the UK and Europe. So you can go to any supermarket within Europe, and you will get this type of batteries, and there's AAA batteries, and you just place them in the remote control, respecting the polarity anyway. So this is very, very, very easy. And then you place the holder back in, and the remote control is good to go. But these batteries are very different. So these are 3.7 volt. So one of the mistakes that we've seen is people placing these blue batteries inside the remote and burning the remote control. So remember not to place the blue batteries inside the remote control. Another mistake that we found is also the fact that some people have placed standard types of batteries, like these ones, inside the unit, and the unit doesn't work if you just do that. So just bear that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and set up the unit. Remember that we placed 3 blue batteries and one dummy battery. So this is what happens when you do that. So you get on the screen Areton and then 4 battery. Remember that we have only 3 batteries inside the unit. So one of the mistakes that we've seen is that people don't even look at that, and they just start configuring the unit. In order to configure the unit, you have to press the on and off, the big on and off button over here. But in this case, we've got the 4 battery configuration as default, as you can see on the screen. So what you have to do is press the power minus button on the remote, facing the display, and you see there's now 3 battery. At this point, because it's the correct number of batteries that we have inside, we press the big on and off button on the remote control, and the unit is setting up, and it's set up already. You can see that on the top left we have the battery indicator. On the top right we have the power indicator, and then we have stop on the top on the bottom right of the display. And what you have to do to power on the battery is just simply once again press the big on and off button. What you find is that the strip lights up as seen in there, and that means that the tip is operational. So another thing is to place the tip inside, normally straight when you get it. So you I'm unscrewing the top. Okay, so I'm releasing the holder. I'm just by unscrewing the top, and then what you do, you place the needle inside the holder in this way. Once I get it, okay, and that's it. Then you screw it, and you're ready to go. Now the unit is operational. I can touch the needle, no problem. It's not recommended. It's not a big issue, but you can feel some heat if you touch it this way. So we recommend that you switch off the unit before placing the needle in there. But as you see, I'm touching it, nothing happens. Nothing happens to me because it's a very, very low power configuration anyway. It's 3 battery at level 1, as you can see on the screen. So we're going to try that right now. So you can see the type of spark that we get. I'm going to try it on my hand. And it's a very, very tiny spark. You can hardly see it. So tiny you can hardly see it. And that's the good thing about this unit. Its power setting is very, very low, a 3 battery configuration using level 1. So it can almost, I mean, it's kind of hard to see the flame in there, the plasma, so to speak. It's kind of hard. But now what we're going to do, we're going to increase the power and increase the power. I've just pressed I'm pressing the power plus button, and that increases the power. You can see the bar on the top right increasing. I'm going to go to maximum. It's maximum power. I'm going to do the same. Look at the spark. It's pretty impressive for a portable unit. And this is the only unit on the market that we know of that is so powerful at the top power setting. You can compare it with other units if you wish and see the results. And then the lowest power setting is very, very low. And that's the 3 battery configuration in there. Now, we're going to switch off the unit, just pressing the big button in there. Take off the batteries. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove the white battery. And I'm going to place 4 batteries just as an exercise to show you the 4 battery configuration. It's just a simple exercise. So you just see the difference. It is simply just placing the 4 batteries instead of the 3 and the white dummy battery. Just okay, it's going to the wrong polarity here. That's it. Now what we do, place the cover in there, and we're ready to go. Once again, what you see on the screen is 4 battery. So because we have 4 battery inside it, it is okay for me to press the big on and off button and start up the unit, which I'm going to do right now. And it's starting up. And you can see the full battery indicator in there, and a stop on the bottom right. You can see that on the display. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn it on again, and that's on. I'm going to show you what we have in this case. So the flame is the plasma or the flame, whatever you'd like to call it, is more powerful than the level 1 a 3 battery configuration. But you can see here I still have level 1, and I'm going to increase it to the maximum just as an exercise, just pressing the power plus button on the remote. Just keep pressing until it goes to maximum. That's it, maximum reached. That's there. And I'm going to do the same. It's pretty impressive performance. So that's kind of very, very powerful unit if you want it to be powerful, of course. And that's the 4 battery configuration. And what you do is just switch it off whenever you want, and that is how you configure the BeautyTeck. And hopefully this video has been useful to you. And if you have any question, please feel free to contact us. And again, you can refer back to the page on how to configure the BeautyTeck for the first time on the BeautyTeck.com website. And then if you have more questions or doubts, feel free to get in touch. Thank you for watching.